sanctify us. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be so acceptable in thy sight, O God, my rock and my salvation. Brothers and sisters, pray with me. Faithful God, I confess that many times I lack common sense or I fail to exercise it. I often lack knowledge of what to do, or I know but don't do it. In these times, Lord, please hold my right hand, keep me from stumbling or straying into danger. Be to me a faithful Father, guiding me with your counsel, who I am in heaven but you. You are the strength of my heart and my portion forever. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Amen. Good morning, St. Mark's, my family, and my new adopted family. Welcome. I am still on a high. We have just come from vestry retreat, and many times we go, wow, vestry retreat. But I was taken to maybe the highest point I've ever been in my life. Growing up in Barbados, the highest point was a hill. Lived in Florida, everything was flat. But we were over on the last 48 hours at what a wonderful place in the Vallecrucis. And the pleasure to be able to get up in the morning and see the cloud and the mist over the mountains. And then it disappears, and you see the beauty of God's creation. And you say to yourself, so often in the gospel, when Jesus was in those times where he struggled and he chose to go up to the mountain to pray, where he believes, and now I have known and now I've experienced, where we come and feel we are so close to the Holy Spirit. I am still on a high. But I bring that high with me to you this morning as we have the pleasure, the humble comfort of bringing a young child to Christ. Through the greatest sacrament of all that there is baptism. Do I remember my baptism? No, I was only 1 month old. And William, you most likely will not remember yours. But the great thing about us who are Episcopalians, that we do have godparents who make the commitment to see that our child is grown up in the life and the ways of Christ. That's why when we give the light of Christ this morning to the parents and the godparents, they're reminded at confirmation when they bring back that light. Where William will then be able to speak for himself and know what is wrong or right. But the important part before he gets there is the foundation of the godparents, the parents, the family, and now today, William, you are going to have an extended group of family. So when you look around, you can smile, you can cry, you are going to still be our family. We are still not giving up with you. We are going to be here for you always. In our readings today, the people of Israel are now coming out of exile. And there is the third Isaiah, because we said that Isaiah is breaking up into three. And the prophet is telling them, God has now seen goodness to give you a second opportunity. What are you going to do with it? But as you are seeing in the reading that was done so well, the people are still caught up in what they have. They're still exploiting those who are less than they are. They're still looking at those who are responsible for the land and the farmers and treating them as less. I always remember the story quite often growing up in Barbados that after slavery, many of the people who owned land had land and they may have been able to make produce, potatoes, yam, whatever they were able to grow on that land. However, to extend or make their businesses bigger, the one thing they always needed was money. They didn't have it But they had land. And what they would often do would go to the lawyers to borrow money. And you know, if you're going to borrow money, what do you need? Collateral. And you know, there are a lot of lawyers in the Episcopal Church, so I may offend some of them today, but that's okay. The lawyers would take their land and give them money in lieu. But you know, those regular poor people they made over the years would not be able to pay them back. And what they would do is take their land, seize the land of those people. And that's how they build wealth. And that's what is happening today in the prophet Isaiah, but also in that message. The key statement is what they're doing on the Sabbath. The Sabbath was not made for us to just treat it as a day of power. Sabbath was treated as a day to give rest and relaxation and give God thanks. I have chosen Fridays to be my Sabbath. I say to everyone, I don't look at emails, I don't do anything at the church. But I lie, I do look at my emails, I may not respond. But I'm also a believer that if a brother or sister of mine is in need, the day becomes irrelevant. It is what we do. We do not let the day determine who we are, or we do not let that word Sabbath determine. Yes, God is asking us to rest. But he isn't asking us if our brother or sister needs help, we should not extend it. And that's why they're upset at Jesus today, because Jesus is doing things in a new way. You go on a retreat often and you hope that when you leave, you would have said that we were committed to do A, B, C. I always don't like to go past C, because anytime you're over 3 things that you're going to be in trouble. And what was the amazing part was a group of 10 of us came to the commitment that there were 3 things that we can do, and we could start it today to do it well. St. Mark's has 3 wonderful ministries. And as you would look into your bulletin, they have the La Escuelita ministry, they have the Flying Lines ministry, and they have the Ransom Middle School ministries. These are all ministries that are needed to build our community, not to build a church. We are not doing it because we want to walk around and pat our backs and says, oh, look what we are doing. That's not how Jesus wants us to do it. He's asking us to be the eyes and the ears, the hand and the feet, and take a full commitment to work. Before we left on Saturday, we all committed to these ministries. We committed to work harder to make these ministries more successful in our community. I have committed, and by me committing, I have now committed each and every one of you to be part of these ministries. Jesus is telling us in our lives and in our works that we must be his face and his eyes. When you make the left or the right turn to come up the hill, we are not in the mountains of North Carolina, but we are coming up to a hill. And we could allow it every Sunday to be our mountaintop experience where we know and see the face of Jesus. Our church will grow if we are more like Jesus. The prophet told the people of Israel today that be of kindness, be of love, be of cheer. Jesus asked them all today, and the crowd rejoiced when they saw the woman was healed. Today we are going to have that special sacrament of baptism. And remember when John the Baptist says, the one who is coming after me, I am not worthy to untie his laces. He is going to fill you with the power of the Holy Spirit. and I have left the mountain and I still have the Holy Spirit in me. And what I'm doing today is to extend it through you, and because of the gift to be able to administer the sacrament of baptism to William today is a gift. And it's a gift to each and every one of us. As Jesus said to us, be witnesses to his ministry. Today we are all going to be witnesses to William's baptism. I know the parents and the grandparents and the great-grandparents are never going to forget this moment. Some of us will never forget it. We'll remember when William comes for confirmation. And you'll say, geez, it seemed like yesterday we baptized him. My brothers and sisters, this is what makes us as followers of Jesus special. Because we know where the salvation is. We know the salvation of his death and his resurrection on our cross, that we can live life and live it abundantly. We are going to share with William today because we also, as Christians, are going to renew our baptismal vows because we walk by faith and not by sight. So my brothers and sisters, let us all join together today to celebrate William's special day of his baptism and to show the family that they takes it as a village to raise a child, and we will join together with you, the family, to raise William. May God continue to bless each and every one of us, and let us pay our blessing to William. And it seems like William is ready, so if William is ready, so am I. Amen.